What is good, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another review. This is not your average sneakerhead, Tony Ramsey, and today we're taking a look at the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort PSG. Now, before we jump into the review of this sneaker, if this is your first time here, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Giveaway details will be at the end of this video, so I would recommend definitely watching this one all the way through. Also, please consider leaving this video a like, as that does help YouTube channels grow. The goal for this year is 5,000 subs, and we're already almost halfway to that point. So thank you guys all for watching, helping the channel grow. Really do appreciate you guys. Now, with that out of the way, let's go talk about some details about this sneaker. So the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort in the PSG or Paris Saint-Germain colorway released on Wednesday, February 17th. These only had a retail price of about $140, but we'll talk more about that a little bit later on in the video. And for some reason, these seemed like they were really limited. Only one store within 100 miles of me actually had these available for a reservation for pickup on the Foot Locker app. And I had to drive an hour to go pick these up in the snow out here in Ohio. But they definitely want to give you guys a good look at these in case you wanted to maybe pull the trigger on these on the resale markets and see if the sneaker is really worth you guys paying the price that they're going for right now, which is a bit much considering that this is only an Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort. But before we get into the details about the sneaker, let's take a look at the box. So these do come in a cardboard brown box. It does have the same construction of a normal Air Jordan 1 box, but it is all done in cardboard. So you have that brown cardboard with the black Nike branding on the top, Nike branding all the way around each side of the box. Then you have your sizing label, and the official colorway is white, black, and psychic purple. And this is an Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort PSG. Got these in my true size of 8.5, and they had a retail price of $140. And there's the label in case you guys need to see that. Once you open up the box, you do always have your little, I think that's a lot number. I'm always not really quite sure what that number is for, but that is in the top of the box there. Then they do both come individually wrapped in some white paper. So you guys can see that white paper inside of the box. And they also come with this Air Jordan band here at the top of them. I have reviewed another Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort on my channel, and I'll leave a card for that one up above. So you guys can click on that video, watch that one after this one is over. So on the bottom of the card, they give you some details about the construction of the sneaker, some details about the technology that's used to make these more comfortable. You guys can pause that if you want to see what that all entails. They do both come wrapped in this white paper. You guys can see this one here is also wrapped in that paper, and that's how it looks inside of the box. These do have little Z's all over the paper as well. And they do have the YDM, that green sticker is inside the box as well. Let's get these both out of the box. Let's take a look at the sneakers themselves. So, as I mentioned, these are an Air Jordan 1. I know on the Foot Locker app they were listed as a mid, but they actually are an Air Jordan 1 high. This is not the first time that Jordan Brand and PSG has collabed. They've been doing collaborations, I want to say, since 2018 from my recollection. And this also isn't the first Air Jordan 1 that they've done. They did an Air Jordan 1 low a few years back, and they also did this Air Jordan 1 high. I believe this one came out in 2018. And this is one that I actually grabbed way back then, and these were going for way under retail when I got them at that time. Really clean colorway of this one. There's also a review of this one on my channel as well that I'll go ahead and link down in the description section. But looking at this Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort PSG. So as I mentioned, these have a really high resale price because I think they were pretty limited, and the colorway of this one is actually really nice. Another thing about these Zoom Comforts are the materials. They use really soft, good materials on this Zoom Comfort. So we'll start here at the toe box. On the toe box, you guys can see that it is done in all suede. There is like a gray suede starting on the toe box, and on the toe cap right there, it's also done like in a really smooth black nubuck type of suede. And that is real suede as well. It's not synthetic. Then moving on to the lateral side, there black suede does still go up here around the eyelets and all the way up. That is all done in black suede. Then you do have I think that's more like it's like a grayish type of a side panel there, and that Nike check is actually cut out, so it's not above the panel. That actually is a reflective material inside of that Nike check. Really nice touch for the sneaker. And I'll give you guys some B-roll shots of what that actually looks like. Then here above that panel, you do have your ankle collar, and that is also done in black suede. You guys can see there is like some purples and some pinks right there above where the Wings logo is, inside the Wings logo. And Paris Saint-Germain, if you're not familiar, that is the soccer team for Paris. And they do have a really strong following as well. Another nice detail about the sneaker is right under here, under the flap, you do have like the little label for the Zoom technology listed there. So they kind of hide it under that flap right there. And these flaps up here too, where the shoe is tied, these also are they're loose, kind of deconstructed, a little bit different than normal Air Jordan 1s. Now we'll move here to the back panel. On the back panel, you guys can see that Paris logo right there, and that is done like in a little bit of a metallic finish, that PSG logo. And it does have like some purple and some gold hits on it. And you do see it does say Paris Saint-Germain with the Jumpman logo right there in the middle of it. And this black panel back here, this also is done in suede. Then right above it, you do have another black panel in suede right here. Then above that, for the ankle collar up here, you actually do have a really padded foam ankle collar. And this is like a canvas or more like of a cloth material up here. So it's really flexible. Definitely not as sturdy as a normal Air Jordan 1, as these are really made strictly for comfort. You guys can see that is all cloth with another like cloth and mesh material right up under it. And that's how it looks. And it is all exposed foam in there. So the top of it is cut to expose the foam. Moving on to the medial side, exact copy of the lateral side. You have your like grayish or beigeish type of side panel, your reflective swoosh, black eyelets with the suede right there. Moving on to the front of the sneaker, back to the black suede at the front. Another detail about the sneaker is on the outsole, that is all done in EVA foam. So typically in Air Jordan 1s, it does have a full like cup sole type of outsole and midsole to it, but these have a full foam outsole right in the middle. This part right here, the black part, that is done in rubber, but all the purple part in the middle, is all done in EVA foam. So definitely a more comfortable sneaker than your typical Air Jordan 1. Let's get these loosened up. They do come with standard flat black shoelaces inside of each sneaker, but on the right sneaker, you do have an extra set of purple and pink laces as well. Another nice detail is that on the actual eyelets of the sneaker, you do have Paris written on the ends of each eyelet. All right, now we'll move on to the interior of the sneaker and take a look at the tongue. The tongue is also even done in suede. So as I mentioned, really nice material choices on this entire sneaker. And the tongue does have a mix of suede. So at the bottom, you have that beige or grayish type of suede. You have some purple stitching right here. That's more reminiscent of what you saw on the Union Air Jordan 1s from 2018. Then above the black right here, you have some black nubuck, and you do have your Zoom Air label at the top with a felt little tab right here at the top to pull them on. Get inside the sneaker. They come with paper stuffed inside of them. The insole does come out. It does. It was glued down. This is how the insole looks. So it does still have that purple and pinkish type of iridescent color on it. You do have the ici c'est Paris on there, and I believe that is the chant that they use for rooting on the PSG soccer team. Also on the inside of the sneaker, you guys can see all around that the ankles, that is extremely padded, especially back here where your Achilles is. Very padded sneaker. And on the inside there, you guys can see it just does have just standard Jordan 1 on the inside. Also forgot to mention that the entire midsole in the sneaker is done in sail. So it's not in white, it is done in a sail color, which complements the upper and the outsole pretty well. And that's basically it for the details about the sneaker itself. So let's talk about sizing for Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comforts. I would recommend going with your standard Air Jordan 1 size. Typically for me, I am a true 8.5 in most sneakers, and in Jordan 1s, I go with usually an 8.5. I can go down to a size 8, as I feel like Jordan 1s do run a little bit long, but they still are a pretty narrow shoe. So if you did want to pick these up, I'd say go with your normal Jordan 1 size. If you haven't owned a pair of Jordan 1s, I'd always recommend going true to size in these, and you should be fine. Last but not least, talk about the resale value for this sneaker. So for a sneaker that only has a $140 retail price, and even though it's a collaboration, those typically do go for more money, but these still released for $140. These are right now going for close to $300 in pretty much almost every size, which was a huge shock to me. And to be honest, I almost left these sitting in the store until I saw the resale price and figured, you know what, people might want to see what these sneakers actually looks like in hand, what all the hype is about for these, in case they want to pick these up, give you guys a pretty good look at them. But this might be a really good sneaker to invest in. If you can get them for like around $250, I think they probably will go down a little bit further. They might go down to like around $260, $270, but I think they'll probably be over $300. We saw with the Air Jordan 1 Zooms, I think it was the Racer Blue colorway that dropped last year, those shot up to almost 400 bucks plus after like a couple months. And I think that these will probably do the exact same. This is a really, really nice colorway for like the summer months. I think it's a really colorful sneaker, but it's also subtle enough that you can pull it off with a lot of different outfits. And I think it'd be really popular for PSG fans, as I know they do like a lot of color on their uniforms. So this might be something to pick up if you are a PSG fan. This might be right up your alley. Or if you're looking for something to invest in, might not be a bad idea to pick up a couple pairs of these before the prices go up a little bit higher. That's going to do it for my review of the Air Jordan 1 PSG. There would not be an on-foot look at these, as to be completely honest with you guys, I was not planning on keeping the sneaker. Just wanted to give you guys a pretty good look at how the sneaker looks in hand, in case you want to make a decision about pulling the trigger on grabbing these on the secondary market. So I do apologize if you're looking for an on-foot for this sneaker, but because I'm not going to be keeping it, I don't want to put my foot into something I'm going to be going ahead and selling off pretty soon here. So if you did want to pick these up, as I mentioned, I recommend definitely giving these a shot. You have a few different lace options as well, which probably make the sneaker a little bit more attractive. Honestly, I'd probably go with the black laces if it was me, but I could see if you want to throw in both the purple or the pink, those both being a really nice complementary color for the sneaker. So really nice sneaker, dope materials, probably going to be one of the most comfortable Air Jordan 1s you ever do rock. So if you did want to pick these up, go for it. Now onto the giveaway details. If you haven't watched any of my past few videos, we will be holding a giveaway until the end of February. And to be entered to that giveaway, all you have to do is 3 things. 1, subscribe to the channel, of course. 2, leave this video a like. 3, leave a comment down below. You can comment pretty much anything you want. You can also leave a comment on any video that I post between now and the end of February, and that will increase your chances of winning the giveaway. So really simple, and we'll probably be giving away either a $100 gift card to either Foot Locker or Champs or one of those sneaker stores, or depending on how many more subscribers we do get between now and then, I might be able to give away a sneaker. So stay tuned and we'll see what that giveaway ends up being. But again, definitely want to thank you guys for watching the review. This is not your average sneakerhead, Tony Ramsey, taking a look at the Air Jordan 1 PSG. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch you guys on my next review. Peace.